How do you know how to get your blog or your article ranked #1 in Google? How do you know? How do you know what the word count is? How do you know what the reading grade level is? How many times do you think you even need to use a keyword? What's the metadata like? You know, when your page is crawled or when your blog is crawled, how do you know what should go in there and what the title and what the description is? Let's get into the DNA of how to actually find this with one simple AI tool. Let's dive into it. Hey, this is Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks Club. Hey, listen, what I want to do is run a real quick test for you to see the power of Contentpace, right? So what I am is I'm looking at Neuron right now. I want to do a new query, right? A new query. Sorry about that. And we're going to do it on retirement. Actually, retirement planning. All right. United States English. Advanced settings. You can look for additional keywords, but we're just going to stick to retirement planning right now. Let's take a look at it. And I'm going to look at some other tools. We are going to look at Contentpace as well, but I want to show you some other tools ran against Contentpace. So let's look at retirement planning here. Let's see what we get. And I'm going to do this. All right. So in real time, we got the volume, right? We got for paid ads, right? This is the paid competition. This is CPC, cost per click. We got analysis date and we got scores. Those will probably come right now. It's at 35%. It's going to load the rest of these here. But this is at 45%. Now it's at 50. I'm not going to hold you, so we will come back and pick this up for when it is done. All right, so we are back. So what we have here is we have a difficulty score of 70. That's how difficult it would be to rank for this particular keyword. We do have a volume of 22,000, right? This is a trend. We're looking at a different trend here. This is the paid competition, right? How difficult is it to run against paid comps? And we have cost per click here and analysis date. This was when this was conducted. The rest of these are probably, no, these won't fill in unless I was actually writing. If I was writing a paper in the content writer, it would give me what my score is now versus what we're trying to do. So let's look at Contentpace. All right, so we're over in Contentpace. Let's run that same keyword. The keyword was retirement planning. Let's run that same keyword. All right, we're going to run it against the United States, and we're going to run it for English. So let's create a report. Now this is different. The report is different, and they're even telling you right then and there, you're doing an actual full-blown report for the actual word. Now, what I will tell you is, NeuronWriter is in fact, it's a little bit faster than Contentpace. But what Contentpace is, it's pulling the documents, then it's doing some code and some analyzing on the back end. So it does take a little bit longer. It probably takes about 3 minutes instead of maybe a minute and a half for NeuronWriter. So we'll come back to this. And when it's ready, we'll come back and we'll take a look at the report and we'll look at them side by side and the things you get. All right, so we are back. And we have our report, retirement planning. Let's see what we get with our report here. All right, so what you're gonna get is, I showed it in one of the other videos. You can probably catch it up above, or I'll put the link below. It's a little bit thorough of how I use it in a use case, but this is just a really quick setup of it. And when I talked about what it gives you as a word, it's giving you the background of the word, is giving you what's the average word count per article found in the top 50 organic results. Now these are organic results. These are not paid ads. These are organic things that show up. The number 11th ranked article has the highest word count of 7,000. So it is ranked number 11, but has a word count of 7,000. That's a lot of words, right? And the number 24 ranked, which is in the which is at the 50% or the halfway mark, has the lowest word count of 151, right? So they're just letting you know it can be, but the average is 1440. The average readable level is college grad, right? They're assuming for retirement plan, people, I guess, go to college or what have you. So you have to write at a higher grade level. But the lowest readability of 7th grade, and that's at number 30, right? And the average frequency, the average keyword frequency is 4 times, right? So let's look at it here. So these are the articles that you have. Now, I think I made a mistake in the earlier comment and or earlier video. I didn't think I could rank for 2 keywords, retirement planning. I thought I would just rank for retirement, but that is a mistake that I made, or it was not working, or I think it was only, I think I did something different in my, when I did an audit, a content audit. I did a content audit, and I don't think I was using it correctly, but it does read for both words. So I'm going to have to make a update for that. So it did read for retirement planning. And so this is what you get. You get you can actually view the article. You get the paragraphs, you get the headlines. It tells you how many images did it have and how many times the keyword was used. 13 times, readability 10 to 12, and the score is 68. So, you know, obviously yellow is medium, green is gold, very high. So you have a 77 here, you have a 75 there, and you have an 83. Let me show you what the power is in this tool. If I remove the low hanging fruit, watch these averages change. Not only will they change here, but they'll change here as well. All right, so let me remove this one. See what happens there? I want you to pay attention. I want you to pay attention to this line right here. It's gonna probably go up. So let me remove that again. It goes up. I want to remove this low. Then the whole thing drops down. Right, so if I removed all the red, so I don't want that to be factored into my numbers, right? But I still could download the full report, right? Let's take a look at what that looks like. So the difference in using this, and a lot of people say, oh, I have NeuronWriter. The thing with this is you can actually use them both if you use this tool, because what this tool is going to allow you to do is this particular tool, it tells you the rankings here and it gives you the word length. That's it. It's not giving you how many photos are in there and so on and so forth. And you can actually start generating content from here. What I would do is I would use them both together and I would generate the content from here on the same words here. But this is their rankings here, right? And then what I would then do is I would use this as a content writer, right? And it's giving you, these are the words that you should have. As you start writing, it's going to tell you you should have anywhere between 3 to 19 here, and it's going to give you a score. And what they're saying here is the best competitor is 78 here. So as you start putting that together, you're going to do very well. There's another tool that you can probably use to write the outline, and I talked about that already. So yeah, just using the two together is going to give you a lot more power in what you'll need to do. All right, so let's look at the report downloaded. Oh, it comes downloaded in a zip file. Let's take a look at it. So this is pretty much what you're going to get from your report. This is maybe 5 different sheets, but this is the master one that you have here. So this is something you can hand off to someone or you can email to someone. But this is the full-blown report. This is pretty powerful. If you pack both of those two together and they both use the natural language processing, you're going to be better off with both tools, NeuroWriter and this particular tool, Contentpace. Hopefully this was helpful. I know a lot of people have been asking about it, but it is really, you know, This does a lot of analysis. I just think because it gives you images and headlines and you can figure out what you need. The most time it's used is 31 times, and this one gives you a high score, right? But what you'll see here is you got a mixture, all the top 50 articles, some have low scores, but they're still ranked in the top 50. There must be a reason behind that. A lot of it is domain authority, right? A lot of it depends on how it's written. It's well written, right? And a lot of it depends on how many paragraphs it have. This has 139 paragraphs. Must be pretty, and it's by Forbes, so it's ranked pretty high, but it's still only ranked 8th, right? This only has, and this one has 121 paragraphs, 23 headlines, 1 image, right? This one has 21 images and has 34 headlines. So this gives you a variation to kind of let you know where you want to be. And again, this is all organic traffic. All right, so again, this has been Jenny Jones, Digital Growth Hacks. Hopefully this little demo or head-to-head helps you out in making a decision. If you want to pick up this particular tool, Contentpace, you can definitely pick it up for a lifetime deal right now. I think it's pretty powerful. It's definitely the word analyzer. So again, it did look at the keyword retirement planning. I thought that it only did 1 keyword, but it looks like it does a phrase and or 2 words together. So I didn't think it did that. I was mistaken in that, and I want to apologize to the company, and I'm going to write another review to correct that mistake. All right, thank you. This is Jenny Jones. Goodbye for now.